everyone, and welcome to episode 7 of Wrestling with My Appetite. My name is the Unbreakable Cade LeDuc, and 7 episodes deep. We're doing pretty good here. This is a weekly thing. This is the show where I talk about the fun world of professional wrestling, all while tasting some of the best food around. And this week we do have some of the best food around. This week we have another local favorite, Plattsburgh, New York. Especially during these coronavirus times, you want to support local businesses as much as you can, local restaurants, things like that. That's what I've been doing. Now I've got from 20 Below Deli, which is a small deli in Plattsburgh, New York, and great business. My mom likes them because they have gluten-free rolls and they deliver. Very good. The gluten-free bread is great. I got their rye bread this time, and this is the sandwich is called the Stetson's Spice. From 20 Below Deli. I know it's jerk chicken, pepper jack cheese. I think it's some kind of horseradish sauce, lettuce. It looks like pickles, which I added on myself, and tomato. So yeah. And for the wrestling portion of this episode, I'm going to continue on. This is the third part of my wrestling journey series, and this part will be talking about some title wins that I had early in my PAC career. And how those went and everything like that. So I think without further ado, we can start with that, and we could start to taste this amazing sandwich. Let's just look at that. Look at that. Come on, seriously, come on. All right, let's give this sandwich a try. I go open the box. There we go. All right, let's do it. I'm excited. Haven't eaten today, so here we go. That's got flavor, man. Wow. That's pretty damn good. That horseradish sauce. Horseradish. I can't even. Why can't I say horseradish? Horseradish sauce. Why can't I say horseradish sauce? There we go. That horseradish sauce. I'm never gonna be able to say that. That sauce. It's not overpowering. It's like got the horseradish flavor, but it's kind of sweet too. I think it's like an apricot or something like that. But with that chicken, the chicken's nice and juicy and tangy, and it's got really good flavor. The pickles help with it because of the sweetness aspect. It's good. Not too spicy, not too sweet. That's left off last time. The New Wave had just broken up in a big calamity at Firefight, a PAC Firefight, and it wasn't really anybody's fault, but the New Wave was kind of a bust as a stable. I think mainly because like I said, we never won very much. We never really had a match as a group, and I don't think we were seen as a group a lot other than when we were getting beaten up. But that was Firefight. The next PAC show was PAC Thanks Beating 3. But that was Firefight. The next PAC show was PAC Thanks Beating 4. And in that show, Scrap Iron in the opening match defeated Dominic Marino to blow off their year-long feud. He got his win back. In the main event, Jack Vegas lost in a world title match to Barracuda, although he was still the Extreme Champion. But however, in what might have been the best match of the night, the Entity, Cade LeDuc and Nick Cruz, fought Supernova, the worst man alive, and his replacement partner, because Casanova was injured, Venom. And let's see what happened there. So us as the entity, we were finally the PAC Tag Team Champions after chasing the belts for like 6-7 months. So a few shows worth of chasing those titles. We were supposed to fight Casanova and Supernova. However, Casanova was injured at the time, couldn't make the show. Therefore, Venom replaced him, and me and Nick Cruz ended up getting the win over Supernova and Venom. A little bit of help from Scrap Iron there. A little bit of help from him. He was on our side, it looks like. But yeah, we were the new tag team champions, and we really wanted to defend those titles and really make them mean something because the tag team division had been a little bit stagnant for a while. But we thought we could really elevate it, and I think we did a good job of that. Although we didn't really defend the titles very much because the very next show, in the build-up, I started a feud with former New Wave leader Jack Vegas. And essentially, what that feud was is me as the young up and comer telling him, what the line I always used was, "I'm the one true villain of PAC," because I believed myself to be that. Jack Vegas had been the top heel, villain, bad guy, whatever you want to say, in PAC for a long time, and although I was a good guy at that time, I still considered myself a villain, I suppose. And that was the feud with me and Jack Vegas. I think that feud this is where my PAC career really launched right up. Because I think this feud went really well. I think we had some great matches, some great moments in the feud. And we spanned a few shows with it. Technically, I don't think we're even over yet as a feud. I think we can go so much further than we already have, like even now. And what happened in that feud was I challenged Jack Vegas for his PAC Extreme title at Warren Doors the next year, and what happened was I actually won the PAC not the world title, the PAC Extreme title from Jack Vegas, and we could take a look at that right now. Going into the second half of this sandwich. Horseradish sauce. Champs, let's go! Double champs, actually, because Nick Cruz was also the PAC Texas champion. And with me being the PAC Extreme Champion and Tag Team Champion, and him being Texas Champ and Tag Champ, we were double champs. There were two of us, and we were both double champs. Double champs. And I gotta really give credit, guys, to Jack Vegas for that. Like, it was his idea to have the match with me. He wanted to do a feud with me, and I really appreciate it. I owe him a lot for that because it really helped my career big time. It launched me into the new stratosphere, really, in PAC, because he had been the top guy for a long time, and me wrestling him and actually beating him really skyrocketed me up the card into the main event scene. And I like what I got to give myself a little bit of credit for it, because I think I stepped up to the plate and I hit a home run, really. But also I'd be remiss if I didn't give credit to Jack Vegas for just being great. But I really have to give all the credit in the world to Jack Vegas for that, honestly. Like, as a performer, as a wrestler, entertainer, on the mic, in the ring, on commentary, no matter what he's doing it well, and he is getting the crowd to hate his guts every time, and that takes a lot of skill, and he's got that skill. But our feud did not end there, as the next show, which was called PAC War of Change, me and Vegas had another match. This time it was again for the Extreme title, but this time it was in a hardcore street fight type of match. We fought all around the building, and it was there was a moment in the match where we actually got a standing ovation from the crowd, which I had never had before, and it was awesome. What was happening was we'd fought from the ring to the bar of the Mineville VFW, which was in another room, and the crowd followed us. Like, a lot of, not all of them, but like people in the crowd followed us. And then as we were coming back, I was carrying him on my shoulders back into the ring, and we just got a standing ovation from the crowd for that, because I don't know if it was they hated him so much, or they loved me, or just they thought the match was awesome. Maybe all three put together, I think. But what a match! Honestly, it was weird, because after it was over, like, the finish that we were gonna do was different than the one we actually did. It was kind of called an audible on the fly, and I don't know why, but because of that, I was a little bit disappointed in the match for a while, and I didn't really want to watch it back, because I thought it wasn't as good as our one we had previously. But then I watched it, I heard the crowd in it, and it was good. It was probably better than the other match, honestly. And that was just me being petty, like, oh, we didn't do this finish instead of this one, It wasn't like, it wasn't that much different than what we were going to do originally. I just thought what we were going to do originally was going to be better. But that was just me being petty. I got the win again, and retained the PAC Extreme title, and just another great match, great performance by Vegas. Like, on the mic, he's got his talk show called You Don't Know Jack, which he did at the opening of the show. He had his 6-year-old daughter on the show, and she was healing it up. It was great. He's uber talented. Like, I can't give Jack Vegas enough credit for what he's done for me in this business, and especially in PAC. Just one of the most talented guys I know, and for him to put me over twice in the span of a year, like 2 straight shows, like back to back, he put me over. Can't thank him enough for it, honestly. Can't thank him enough. I'll link those matches in the description. Only one of them's posted to YouTube, the other one's on Facebook, but I'll link those in the description so you guys can watch them yourself. And definitely check them out, because I definitely think that they're worth it. And check out the tag match too, me and Nick Cruz against Venom and Supernova. Check that out too, because that's another great match. And let's I think we're gonna finish this sandwich now. Not too much left of it. Last bite, let's do it together. Come on, last bite, let's go. Great bread too. That rye bread for that sandwich, really good. Really good. Nice and soft, but it's got a nice outer texture of the crust of it. Really good. Should mention it's a cold sandwich, not a hot sandwich. But I think it's better as a cold sandwich actually. It gives a better texture overall, good flavor. That's an amazing sandwich, honestly, guys. If you're gonna go to 20 below, get the Stetson Spice. Really good. That's what it's called. It's the number 17 item on their menu. Stetson Spice. I can't recommend 20 below enough. Especially just support local businesses in general in this time because they're the ones that really need it. You know, like if you really want to go to a McDonald's or a Burger King or wherever as a chain, do that. But I'd advise you really, please support local businesses because they're the ones that need it. They're the ones that they don't have stuff to fall back on. With like a McDonald's would or support those places too. I'm not saying don't, but just support your local businesses, please. And with that, my appetite has been defeated, and so is this video. Can't express enough how much I appreciate Jack Vegas for that feud with me and him. And don't think it's over, but it's not. But this is gonna be it for part 3 of my wrestling journey. Part 4 will be a discussion about my Extreme title reign itself, which after the feud with Jack Vegas, because it kept going for a while more. And I think it ended up being pretty good, as I think the Extreme title reign was really good. And we'll get to that next episode. But for now, I liked that sandwich. I really liked that sandwich. Even though I couldn't say the sauce's name on the sandwich, it was a damn good sandwich. And I hope this was a damn good video because I appreciate the support once again. I got to give a big shout out as a request to Emily from Chipotle. And her boyfriend Connor for asking for the shout out for being my 199th and 200th subscribers. Can't appreciate you guys enough. You're awesome. Thanks for doing that. And I got to give another shout out to a guy from Chipotle named Marcus, who's got a little business of his own that we might see a little bit of a preview for on one of these episodes. So shout out to Emily, her boyfriend Connor, and Marcus. And we'll delve into that a little bit more in another video. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching this. Hope you liked it. Another episode of Caden's Kitchen will be on Thursday. Another episode of Wrestling with My Appetite will be next Monday, of course. And wash your hands, stay safe, and always remember, horseradish sauce.